What is going on, man? It's your favorite superhero, Mr. Anti-Hero himself, Funkadelic Jones in the building. Welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Podcast, sponsored by Anchor.fm, the easiest way to start a podcast. You guys looking to start a podcast, make sure y'all check out Anchor.fm. Everything you need, from monetization and distribution. Even you can edit straight off the website, you feel what I'm saying? And shout out to all my distributions, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Your boys everywhere, man. You dig what I'm saying? But let's get into today's business, because today's business is one of the most interesting topics that I've heard ever. So we hear this whole debate of ladies and guys saying who's the prize. Like, ladies be like, oh, ladies are the prize. Men be like, men are the prize, right? I personally believe this whole prize argument thing, I feel like it's a individual thing. That in my humble opinion, I think it's a individual thing. I don't think it's a total collective group, because I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's some fellas out here that, bro, you guys are just garbage. Let's be real. Are you a prize in any woman's eyes? Hell no. You got some ladies out here that's garbage. Are y'all prize in men's eyes? Hell no. So that's why I say, to me, it's an individual thing. I don't think it's a whole team collective effort group. I don't. Because at this point, it kind of just seems like you just like, that's a bold statement to make. That's all I'm going to say. But ladies, I want to ask y'all a question. Because I hear it a lot from y'all when I say, when men be like, what do y'all bring to the table? And y'all always say, well, I am the table. I'm going to take y'all back to school on this one. But you know how when you say something, you got to have supporting details to go with it? That in that context, in that aspect, that's what I'm looking for. If a guy say, what do you bring to the table? And you say, I am the table. So it's like, so are you going to tell me more? Are you going to tell me what makes you the table? Before I know I get flamed on the internet for saying it though, but I'm not against this statement. I'm not against ladies saying they are the table. My only question is, why? What makes you the table? That's really my question at this point. Like I said, I'm not against the whole thing of y'all saying y'all the table. I ain't got no beef with it. Like I said, I respect confidence more than anything. That's how you feel. Talk your talk. You dig what I'm saying? But it's just what makes you the table though. Cause see me, I don't. With me, it's just what I show, because I don't do a lot of talking. I don't like people that do a whole bunch of talk. Anybody can talk. Anybody can sell you. Anybody can sell you a dream, but without no action behind it, is pointless. You understand? So that's why, like, I don't go in there and be like, oh, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. No, I show you, because I'd rather you see it than to just me tell you it. That's just me. That's how I get down. That's how I operate. You feel what I'm saying? So when I hear y'all say I am the table, what exactly does that mean? Because it's like going into a job interview. When you're trying to get this job, right? And the employer asks you, well, why should we hire you? That's like you going there saying a dumbass generic answer like, because I work hard. I'm sure all the candidates in the other room that I'm about to interview all work hard. Because I come to work on time. I'm sure you're supposed to come to work on time, but they're going to do the same thing. So why should I pick you? It's literally the same concept. Why should I pick you? If you just said I am the table, that's not what are you basing it off of though? Is a question. Because if you're basing it off your looks, you already lost that battle. You already lost that war. Especially if you're basing it off your looks. Because let's think about it like this. When ladies say they are the table, I'm looking at like, okay, you the table. I ain't got no beef with it at all. But let's say when you say you're the table, you're basing it off your looks. Why would I pick you over a lady? So here's my example. Let's say when you ask a girl what does she bring to the table and she says she's the table. Let's say she's basing it off of just her looks. If she cute, right? She cute, right? But then you see 3 other cute girls, right? What going to make me pick you over them? If all 4 of y'all are basing everything off y'all looks, why should I pick you over them? This is why I say when you say you are the table, what separates you from the pack? Because if you're just like everybody else, then what makes you any different? Fair question though, right? That's my only thing. You can't sit there and say I am the table, and when somebody asks, and I don't understand why ladies get offended by the I am the table. Like, not the I am the table, but I don't understand why ladies get offended by it when dudes say, "What do you bring to the table?" I don't understand why ladies get offended by that question. That's a legitimate question. What do you bring to the table? And you say, "I am the table." Like, can you imagine a guy saying that? See, anytime a guy get approached by a lady and she be like, "Well, what do you bring to the table?" This man has to have a whole resume ready for her. He like, I bring financial stability, emotional support, because we know ladies are emotional. Ladies, we love y'all, but y'all emotional. He gotta bring that. He gotta bring helping her chase her dreams. Then you throw the 50-50 and the paying on bills thing. It's a lot of things a dude have to bring to the table just to meet her requirements. So when we say what do you bring to the table, ladies, we're asking literally the same question y'all ask us. We just ran through a whole list of, is he a traditional guy? Is he a modern guy? Do he believe in 50-50? Do he believe in paying all the bills? Who knows, right? So these are all the things that being on the table for him just to date you. But when a guy asks you just, I am the table, anytime I hear that, it kind of seems to me like you don't bring anything to the table but your looks. I'm just saying, to me, that's what it sounds like. You don't bring nothing to the table but your looks. It's like, you beautiful as ever. And your ass fat as mud though, but I see that enough just driving down the street. I see that enough just being outside on a day-to-day basis. It's just like J. Cole said, love yours. It's always gonna be something better. It's gonna be always something better out here. So the question is, if you're saying I am the table, if you're just saying, ladies, you saying I am the table, it's kind of almost like you're giving guys options. For real. This is why guys have options. Because if you are only basing it off your looks, it's somebody out here better than you. I hate to be the one to tell y'all that. And I know when it comes to confidence, ladies be like, ain't nobody better than me. You be surprised, sister. There's somebody better than you. Just like it's a guy out here that got more money than me. That's what gives ladies options. Why do you think ladies be chasing guys with money? Because there's always somebody out here. There's always somebody out here that got a bigger bag than somebody else. Let's say I only bring in like $4,200 a month, right? Using me as let's say you bring in $4,200 a month. Let's say somebody over here bringing she with me $4,200 a month, Mr. $4,200 a month guy. Then she turn around, she see a guy, his bag bigger than mine. He bringing in $8,000 a month. He bringing $8,000-9,000 a month. She jumped from me to him. Then you got Mr. 9,000 guy. It's another dude who bringing in like 15,000 a month. She jumped to him. If you all all you chase is money and all you want is guys with money, you always gonna have options because every guy bag is different. You understand? Every guy's bag is different. Same thing with my fellas. Fellas always gonna have options because if ladies, if all you basing it off of your looks, it's always gonna be something better than you. Whether she's skinny, whether she got a little gut, whether she BBW, you know what I mean? It does not matter. It's always somebody. Whether she got a big rack, whether she got a fat ass, it does not matter. It's always gonna be something better than you out here. Light skin, dark skin, chocolate, it does not matter. So the question is, what separates you from the pack? Because every day a man leaves the house, it's like temptation is right there smacking him in the face. It's literally, he sees something better soon as he walk out the house. If you just saying, well, I'm just a pretty face. I literally just walked out the house and seen 8 pretty faces. What's going to stop me from getting them to stand with you? That's literally. So when you put in the perspective of, oh, you are the table, but what makes you the table? I'm just saying, man. Like it's not me trying to be a bad guy. You call it what you call a spade a spade. It is what it is. That's why I say, like, when I say when ladies and guys be sitting there bickering, arguing about who's the prize, it's an individual thing. You know what I mean? It's an individual thing. If I could take my last situation as a perfect example. I thought she was the prize in my eyes. Boy, was I wrong. Because when push came to shove and things came to a close, I realized that it's somebody out here better than her. Just based on what transpired in that situation. You understand? I'm single though. I'm single now, but you know, I'm just letting y'all know. But hey, you know, I ain't found me Mrs. Right yet. But when I do find Mrs. Right now, when I do find Mrs. Right, and it's going to turn into like, yo, she's going to be the prize in my eyes based on just what she's bringing to this relationship. You understand? So she's the prize to me. But when you say that I am the prize, okay, well, what makes you the prize? I personally don't understand. That's why I be trying to get clarification. It's not that I'm against this whole phrase of I am the table or I am the prize and stuff like that. What makes you the prize? And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but I'm gonna say it anyway because at the end of the day, that's my job when I do this. I hear girls like Lori Harvey preach it more than anybody. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. If I'm gonna be all the way honest, like using her as an example, Lori Harvey is whose prize? Who? Lori Harvey is one of the most ran through girls in the industry. So whose prize is she? I don't know. If you can date somebody's father, then turn around and date their son, are you really the prize? Come on now, let's be real. So ladies, when y'all say y'all the prize, what makes you the prize? When we ask, what do you bring to the table, and you say, I am the table, okay, what do you bring to the table? Why do we make things so complicated? It's almost like playing Russian roulette, right? It's almost like you hear a lot of girls say, I hate the talking stage. Okay. So how am I supposed to know what are you interested in? How am I supposed to know? So when you say I am the table, how am I supposed to know who am I potentially being with? So you just basically tell me to date you and find out? That's not good enough for me. So if I'm taking you on if I'm talking to you potentially building, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how can I plan dates? I don't like the talking stage. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know what type of date to take you on? Because then at that point, most guys, this is where most guys fall into the typical of he do the same thing every other guy do. Ladies, you want somebody different, but you want somebody different, but you're not exposing yourself to different. Fellas, y'all want something different, you're not exposing yourself to different. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't understand. So this is why I say, if a lady can answer that question for me, is when y'all say y'all at the table, what makes you the table? I don't want to hear no, because if I get a response like it's everything about me, what does that mean? Everything about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can legit be the baddest thing walking on paper. You the baddest thing walking, but behind closed doors, you one of the shittiest people on the planet. That makes you the table. That makes you the prize. You know, like, come on, man, and like fellas, like. Some of y'all screaming, men on the prize. Yeah, you might be this flashy dude on the surface, but behind closed doors, bro, you a deadbeat father, you got baby mama drama. What prize are you? What girl wants to deal with your baggage? You the prize? She gotta argue with your baby mother every other week because you don't want to see your kids? Because you don't want to pay child support? Because you basically just a bum? You still believe in just going out trapping in the street? You out here riding around the street with her car with that big ass furry fuzzy steering wheel cover? Yes, fellas, I'm still on that because I hate to see dudes riding around with that and they be out here seat clicked all the way back listening to gangster music. I'm like, fam, you got your girl car. And it's guys like that where I just be like, fam, you're the prize? You're the prize, and really, brother, to me you look like a bum. But you know that's near here there though. You dig what I'm saying? So the only question now I'm asking before I get out of here, I need somebody to explain the whole I am the table situation. When somebody can explain that to me, I'm all for it. And if somebody go and say, well, you just won't understand, humor me. I'm ready to have that conversation. But until then, ladies and gents, that's my time. It's time to rise and fly. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. I'm gone, y'all. Ooh-wee.